My dearest friends, I am Kaija Signe from Heart to Heart, and I come back today with a video about fear. So I finished my film project yesterday and came back to Cologne after shooting for 1 week in a little village, and I woke up this morning in a really grumpy condition and angry and the reason on the surface was that this coronavirus story is affecting me personally in a way, as I wanted to visit an aunt and an uncle tomorrow who are living near to Cologne, where I am at the moment. And they are old, at the end of 18 and 19 years old, around that. My uncle is ill as well. And they cancelled my visit because they have fear of the coronavirus. And for sure I respect their decision, and I haven't argued with them. It was respecting, it was even, I didn't took it personal. It was beautiful to see that I instantly felt it's not about me, it's about their fear. And they have the right to have fear. And since yesterday, really, I got more and more messages here in Germany about things happening because of the coronavirus. There are big show events, they are cancelled, football games are cancelled, and my mother sent me a message with a text how to take care that I don't get it. My father, who was a psychiatrist until he stopped working, is working in a prison for young people, and they cancelled his visits. So something's going on in Germany really since some days because of the coronavirus, and I thought about fear a lot, because for sure it's okay to have fear when things like this change really. So, and as I said in my energy update and the mini guidance readings for the full moon in Virgo, what my feeling is that we as human beings, we have this capacity to feel, and fear is an emotion, and yeah, it's an emotion. On the first hand, it's an emotion, nothing else. And then what do we do with this fear? I think for sure it's absolutely understandable when things like this are changing, and you hear all the messages from the media. So in Europe, they have closed Italy, and the Italians are not any longer allowed to go for walks or to visit friends. And schools are closed, universities, kindergartens. There are nearly any longer trains are going in Italy. And this could be frightening, and I think if I would be in Italy, it would frighten me more than just being in Germany, and I still can do all these things, so I'm not so frightened. And I posted today a meditation by Marianne Williamson for the coronavirus, not for the coronavirus, but for protecting ourselves with light and sending light to all the others, in fear or not in fear, infected or not infected. And all this is really strongly working in myself. So I could say by myself that I don't fear to get infected, even when I know I'm really exhausted. My immune system is not the most stable at the moment, but I think I will recover in the next days, and I feel really protected. I don't fear that I will get it. What is frightening me more is reactions of others. So my uncle and my aunt didn't want to see me because they feared they can become infected. And then I wanted to see my cousin, and I wrote her that we can meet at the train station on the way to see them. and she wrote me, finally not, she will not meet me because it doesn't make sense. She meet me and then she meet her parents, so I can go there. And I think all this is okay. Everybody can cope with this fear like they want to, and to respect the fear of others. It's beautiful. And for me it's more what it's working, what to do with this fear coming up, because this virus can be deadly when you are not in good conditions, when your body is not really strong. It can be deadly, and I think that is the most deep fear we have as human beings, to die, in general, in the collective. And what to do with this fear. For me, what I find so interesting, that a lot of people are buying toilet paper, to calm their fear. How I see it. For sure, all this, what I'm talking about, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm an intuitive. I just can talk about my intuition, what I observe, what I feel, and please, when you listen to that, just take what is resonating for you and have a look that you find your own opinion, find your own observations, be in contact with your own feelings. I can just talk about myself, and it's subjective, and it's not scientific. It's what I feel, what I see. So please have this in mind when you listen to this video. For me, the first thing is always, is for the fear as well as for all the other emotions, to feel it, to let it be there, to feel where it is located in our bodies. So fear is often sitting in the kidneys, in the back. Sometimes it's on the chest, pressing us down, let us not really breathe. What's interesting as well as the coronavirus is attacking the lungs, that for me, as I see it, the sadness is sitting in the lungs. So, but to come back to feel the fear, so to have a look where it's sitting in the body. Can we feel it, or it's a belly closed, or do we have nausea? And then listen to that fear. What is it in our personal system telling us? I think it's not telling us to buy toilet paper. This is just an action to calm the fear, or to do an action. I have fear, so I have to buy toilet paper, and maybe it's better afterwards. But what voice in our system is telling us here's fear, and what's really going on in our system? So is it a fear to die, or to be isolated, or to lose work, to lose money? What's really going on in your system? And listen carefully. And it's not about suppressing something or saying there's no reason to have fear. When I read about what's going on in Italy, it's really the system is closing there. Everything is closing, and I can so understand that this is frightening. For me, it feels that it's really chaotic, and people are isolated. I read about a couple who decided that they don't sleep in one bed, so then if one is infected, the other one will not get infected. And everything is okay, what everybody is doing. What I think that what is so good for our immune system is doing things that make fun, and to laugh, to go on laughing and loving, and also for me, I can say hugging is something really like a basic need, and you can't infect another person by hugging. It's it through the little drops coming out of our nose and mouth, and when we have it on the hands and shake somebody's hands. So really, when you're in that fear, a part of going into yourself, feeling that fear, listening to your fear, and really listening. What is it telling? Is it the fear to die? Do you have this fear? Then listen and love this part who is so afraid to die or to become ill or isolated, or that the shops are empty, that their chaos will take place. Listen and love all these parts. Embrace them. Really. Be with them. That's what they need. That's what you need at the moment when you're afraid, when you're in fear. Listen to yourself and have a look if you can give yourself what you need to become more quiet, to not get lost in this fear. And then have a look that you don't stop things and actions you love to do. So when there's not so much sun in Europe, so it's interesting as well that this is coming now so strong here, because we're finishing winter in some days, spring is coming, and we leave a time where we had really not so much light. So light is so important for the immune system. Then have a look when there's sun outside, go outside and sit in the sun and take it in. Do everything what makes you happy, because everything what makes you happy is stabilizing your immune system. And when you have the feeling you have to take vitamin C or D, then take that give your body what it needs. We are under the influence of the Virgo full moon, and Virgo is really a sign that takes care of health and body. So listen to your body, what it needs at the moment. What do you want to eat? Do you want to move? Do you want to go out? Everything what's healthy for you is stabilizing your immune system, of empowering your immune system even. Yeah, this is so what I see. And yesterday when I heard first of what's going on in Italy, I had one revelation about the bigger picture. For me, it's since some time clear, as we are in this big transformational time from a consume and money-based society to heart-based and heart-led society, to coming back to our nature. And what I see since some time, that in this transition, that it will become chaotic, because when all structures are breaking down, there is chaos and also fear taking place, because when things you're so used to are not any longer functioning and breaking down, then it's frightening. And yesterday when I heard that the schools are closed in Italy, there was one thinking, and please don't misunderstood me, I'm not happy about what's going on. I'm not happy that people are dying. It's not that I think, okay, this is needed, then we have to have it. So maybe it is needed, and it's terrible. It's really sad for people who are losing people, for sure. And for me, it's so clear since some time that our school system has to change profoundly. And now schools are closed, and they start to homeschooling the children in Italy, as there are no other possibilities. And when I see this bigger picture of what's going on at the moment under this fear of this virus, so I have the feeling there are structures breaking down because of this fear. And things falling away that were that we took for granted for a long time. It's not any longer. So, and maybe this is needed. I hope that there will not too many people die. I would love that nobody would die. And I think that what we can do, it's take care of our bodies, feel our emotions, whatever coming up, if it's fear, if it's anger maybe, or sadness. Be with all that and love it, love yourself. And if you like to do this meditation I shared on my page from Marianne Williamson, what is inviting the light to purify, to empower our bodies, and sending the light also to others who are maybe ill or in chaotic situations at the moment. So this is action that we can do, and yeah, I think this is what I wanted to share, and it was really an urge today for me to make this video, to not get lost in this fear, to allow it, to let it be there, to breathe in it, to feel your feet on the ground when it's too overwhelming, when you start to panic. Feel your feet on the ground, feel there's ground, stand up, feel that the earth is carrying you still, and she will ever, and breathe in the fear. Don't stop breathing, because when you stop breathing out of fear, your whole system will panicking, because we need to breathe. We need air to exist. Well, I wish you the best. I send you all my love wherever you are on this beautiful planet. We will go through this. We will all come together with our love for all and everybody. I send so much love to everybody in fear or ill, or in fear to become ill, or with knowing somebody who is ill. I send you all my love. And yeah, what I can propose as well, when you have the feeling I could support you because you think in the panic, you drown in the panic, book a session, contact me, or another practitioner, or talk with friends, with soul family. Don't stay alone with this. You're not alone. You are not alone. And you don't have to go through this alone. You are loved, always. Never forget that. You're a being of light. So, I wish you the best. I hug you, and see you soon. Bye.